crispy, almost like a tortilla for 250 calories. It's ridiculous. Oh my God, that's perfect. Oh, it's so good. I just don't get how like, we are back. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my grandma's apron. Welcome to Joey's Anabolic Kitchen. Welcome to today's video. Now, I just recently put up a video that went over some amazing air fryer, low calorie, high volume, high protein recipes, and the video did really well, which means you guys thoroughly enjoyed it. And that means I gotta keep the content coming, and boy do I have so many air fryer recipes to get out of my system. It's practically sweating out of me like alcohol does on a Sunday morning cardio session. Well, now that we got that out of the way, let's get this out of the way. I hope you guys are gonna thoroughly enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. So by you liking the video, therefore I get more blessings from the YouTube gods and I grow. Speaking of growing, become part of my family, become a subscriber, and sub to the channel down below. Turn your bell on, that way you always get notified of new videos right when I post them, and we are all good to go. Now, let's get straight into today's video, which are more air fryer recipes. And speaking of my air fryer, I've been using it for about 2.5 years. Great durability, evenly cooking, gets things crispy, nice. Love it, easy to clean. If you want to check it out, I'll leave it linked down below. If you don't have an air fryer, click off the video. I don't know what to tell you. Go buy one. Like, get an air fryer. They're incredible. You can do these recipes in an oven. It's just gonna take a lot longer and not be as crispy and just not taste as good. So it's up to you. So if you want to pick up the one I have, you can go for it. If not, use whatever one you want. And let's get straight into the first recipe. I'm a little dizzy after that, whoa. This recipe is extremely high volume, loaded with protein, and super, super simple to make. You can have it for lunch, dinner, whatever you really want, but it's so, so good. I'm having it for dinner tonight. So the first thing you wanna do, like with any of these recipes, is you're gonna wanna preheat your air fryer. I'm preheating mine for 5 minutes on 400. Next, while your air fryer is preheating, next thing you're gonna do is whip out your sack. So let me just get this sack of Brussels sprouts. You're better than that. That's right, we're gonna be making a Brussels sprouts in the air fryer, as well as some of the best chicken burgers you can imagine, chopped up. The brand I'm using is Amy Lou, I believe is how it's called, and I'm gonna have a picture of them up here just because I don't have the box anymore. But you buy them from Costco in bulk, save some money, and they're incredible. But now that you have your sack of Brussels sprouts, next thing to do is to chop them up. What I like to do is I like to cut the little end off of them and then chop it in half. That way you're getting a crispiness all the way through the Brussels sprout, and it makes for some delicious, delicious crispy sprouts. And the next thing you're gonna wanna do is get your burger out. Same thing here, I like to chop it up into little squares. This makes sure it gets really, really crispy all the way through, and each bite is just filled with deliciousness. And once your air fryer is preheated and done, you're gonna wanna give it a quick spray with some sort of non-stick spray or oil or whatever, and put everything in. I then like to gently season everything. Today I'm gonna be using 2 different seasonings I got from Target actually. A salt-free garlic and herb and a salt-free original. So you're gonna wanna put this in your air fryer at 380 for a total of 15 minutes. And then about halfway through, around the 7 to 6 minute mark, you're gonna wanna take it out, just stir it, shuffle it around real quick, and put it back in. All right, and what you have is an insane amount of volume and an insane amount of crispiness right here in front of you. Oh man, and I just cannot wait to dig in. Let me put this in a bowl and let me show you what I'm working with. Okay, so here is the bowl, quite literally the size of my head, face, body, life, and soul. And oh man, just crispy all the way through. We got our little bits of chicken burger, and then Brussels sprout pieces, nice and crispy as well. Ooh, so this is a massive, massive meal that honestly you could split with someone if you wanted to. I'm gonna try and eat this entire bowl tonight, but if I do complete that task, I will be very, very full for a very, very long time. Okay, and now we get wild when we look at the macros of this meal right here. So you have the 2 chicken burgers, and then it worked out to be right around 350 grams of Brussels sprouts. Now when I put that in my FitnessPal, that comes out to only 463 calories with 54 grams of protein, 32 grams of carbs, and 22 grams of fat. That is an insanely high volume, high protein meal for not that many calories and only 15 minutes to cook it. Okay, so you might be telling yourself, Joey, that looks like it's gonna be a little bit dry. And yeah, it is gonna be a little bit dry. So what I like to do, this adds not only a little more protein, but way, way more flavor, is I like to mix it with some fat-free feta cheese and do some balsamic glaze over the top. Oh, beauty, beauty, beauty in a bowl. This is what you're looking at afterwards. And whenever you do that, you do get a little extra calories. So you're gonna be sitting at right around 575 calories overall, but you're gonna add a little more protein, sitting at 64 grams of protein now. And like I said, this meal could easily be split between you and your loved one or whoever else you might be sharing dinner with that night. Me, myself, tonight, lonely, as always, is gonna crush this entire bowl by myself, or at least try to. So that's gonna wrap up the first of many amazing, amazing recipes in this video. Like I said before, if you're enjoying the video, please go ahead, press thumbs up button now, so that way you don't forget, and I will see you in the next recipe. All right, we are back, and in a new, modern, stylish apron. This is actually the same apron that I wore in Road to Ripped episode 4. If you haven't checked that video out, it went live last week. I'll link it up here. And it is an amazing video that has some awesome anabolic recipes in it. But back to this video, which is our anabolic, low calorie, high volume, amazing, delicious air fryer recipes. Let's get into the next one. Now, this one is one of the weird, but yet super delicious and super like, why didn't I think of this earlier type recipes. It's tasty, low cal, and extremely, extremely customizable. What we're gonna be making is a pickle spear sandwich wrap turkey yum sickle. I'm really bad at naming foods, but I'm really good at making foods. So you can have this for a snack, for lunch, for really whatever you want, but I'm telling you right now, it is unbelievable when you put this in the air fryer. So what you're gonna need is 1, pickle spears, 2, some sort of lunch meat, whether it be turkey, chicken breast, something like that, ham, some sort of cheese, and then whatever you wanna put in there. Today, I'm just gonna use some banana peppers, but you could throw some pepperonis in there, some feta cheese in there if you wanna change up the cheeses. So customizable, you can do it however you want. And a little helpful hint, use toothpicks during this recipe because it's gonna help out with putting the stuff in the air fryer and making sure it doesn't explode everywhere. So just like the rest of our recipes, we're gonna wanna preheat our air fryer. I'm gonna go ahead and preheat mine for 5 minutes on 400 while I start making all my spear wrap things. I really gotta come up with a name for this stuff. Let's get into it. All right, now while your air fryer is preheating, I laid out 4 pieces of the sliced chicken breast, then placed 1 pickle spear, about 15 grams of cheese. I did 2 with mozzarella and 2 with cheddar. Then added a couple banana peppers, wrapped it as tightly as I could, and then placed about 4 toothpicks around each one, right around the seams of the lunch meat. That way it would seal it in and the toothpicks would hold everything together. Next thing you wanna do is just slap them in the air fryer. I did 400 for 5 minutes. I mean, everything's already cooked, so you shouldn't have any issue with that. Just trying to get a nice coating, a nice browning on it. And when you are done, this is what you are left with. Oh man, this, wow. Look at these, look how these turned out. Look how beautiful that is. Can you see that? Okay, so the turkey got nice and, listen to this. Crispy, almost like a tortilla is how this, like the edges of the turkey are. Melted cheese in there. Oh, all that pickly flavor goodness. I mean, I can't not give you guys a bite, right? Ooh, it's hot, it's hot. Oh, wow. So good. Like, I don't understand, it's so good. Like, so good. But get this. I'm gonna let you just ponder for a second and guess how many calories are in this entire plate right here. It's gonna blow your mind. Let me give you a moment. Okay, in this entire plate, oh my gosh, there's probably about 260 calories. I have 254 calories tracked right here because there's no calories in the pickles and there's no calories in the banana peppers. Of course, there's gonna be maybe like a couple overall, but how insane is this massive plate of food for 250 calories? It's ridiculous. All right, and then it's literally all protein. 44 grams of protein, only 3 grams of fat, and 7 grams of carbs. That is insane. Wow. Okay, so let me tell you what I'm gonna mix with this. Obviously, it wouldn't be a Joey Suggs Fitness video if we didn't dip it in G Hughes, so I'm definitely gonna be doing that. And to go along with this is what I'm gonna be having. A bag of the Quest chips tortilla. This is the chili lime flavor. These are so good. And insane macros once again. 20 grams of protein for 140 calories. Absolutely mind-blowing. So once we put that in, we are sitting at an entire meal for under 400 calories with 64 grams of protein. I mean, guys, I cannot make making a high protein diet any easier for you than this right here. This is just unbelievable. It's mind-blowing to me, and I eat this stuff all the time. I don't know what to tell you other than subscribe to my channel to have more awesome recipes and videos just like this one. So if you don't mind me, I'm gonna go enjoy this insanely delicious plate of food, and I'll see you guys in the next recipe. And just like that, back like we never left, just had an amazing dinner of those turkey wraps, and now it's time for dessert. And oh boy, I think if the turkey wraps aren't, this is gonna be the highlight of today's video. For dessert, we are making an insanely delicious, moist, gooey, but also have a crispy, nice top brownie. Now, before anyone starts drilling me in the comments, yes, inspiration from this recipe did come from Will Tennyson's video where he made some of his subscribers' favorite recipes, and he made a Diet Coke brownie, and it looked incredible. So I thought, why not throw my own twist on it, make it my own, make it a lot simpler, in my opinion, a lot tastier. So without further ado, here is what you're gonna need. So you're gonna need some sort of protein, some cocoa powder, just unsweetened, baking powder, some sort of flour. I'm using coconut flour. Not necessary, but I'm using the Lily's milk chocolate chips, some sort of sugar replacement, a little bit of salt, and then any 0-calorie soda. I'm using A&W no sugar added root beer. Sounds like it's gonna make a delicious, tasty, moist brownie to me. So this recipe is extremely simple to do. Like everything else, you're gonna wanna preheat your air fryer, but instead of preheating it to 400 like normal, I only preheat mine to 350 because this is gonna bake at 320. So in one bowl, you're going to mix all of your dry ingredients. Now, the reason why this is a lot simpler than what Will's video had to offer was because instead of doing a bunch of different grams of things, I am literally doing 25 grams of protein powder, 25 grams of cocoa powder, 25 grams of flour, and 25 grams of sweetener. You're also gonna wanna do about 3 grams of baking powder and crack a little bit of salt in there as well. Next, very simply, is you're gonna wanna stir all of your dry ingredients, make sure it's a nice even spread, and then you're gonna wanna add your liquid ingredients, which in this case just happens to be the root beer. Now, I'm gonna do about 120 to 150 grams, but you wanna just kinda go ease it in, stir as you go, and get a really nice, good, gooey brownie batter consistency. Next, you can just throw your chocolate chips in there. I think I'm gonna add a little white chocolate chips too, just to make it a little pretty on top, why not? And finally, you're gonna want to transfer this batter into a greased up baking pan. Make sure it is greased up because it will stick if not. Very, very important. Then, like I said, we're gonna do the air fryer on 320 for anywhere from about 8 to 12 minutes. I found I like my perfect consistency right around that 10 to 11 minute mark. So to each his own. What you can do also is about 8 minutes through, you can take either a knife or a toothpick or whatever, poke in the center of it, and if it's gooey still, then you know that you have a gooey inside. If it's not, then you know you have a more of a cakey inside. And when it's all said and done, this is what it's gonna turn out like. Now, this is going to be hot, but look at what we have here. Wait, have you ever seen a more perfect tray of brownies? Oh, I mean, it's perfectly cooked, nice cakey on the outside, a little crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside. All right, now give me 1 second because today is, it's a special day for me, so hold on. So I don't know what my sub count is right now while you're watching this, but on today, the day of filming, I woke up to 10,000 subscribers, 10,000 Suggs subscribers. So to everyone out there subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. I'm so happy to have you here. I know I say it in every video, but I really truly am. So I figured what better way than to put it on my Anabolic, high volume, low calorie, high protein, delicious dessert tonight. So I know I forgot a P in this, but I just didn't have room. And this stuff right here is actually another sweet, amazing anabolic recipe with like 0 calories total, and it makes for some really awesome icing. Quickly, let's go over the macros of this because I really want to eat this entire thing. And speaking of the entire thing, are you ready to have your mind blown for like the 80th time in this video? The entire dessert has only 290 calories with 38 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat, and a whopping 23 grams of protein. Thank me later, seriously. All right, now I can't leave you without a bite, right? So this has cooled down a little bit. I'm gonna go straight into the middle here. Let's see how well I cooked it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Mine's a little cakier than I would've liked, but the bottom is still nice and gooey. Let's give it a bite. Nope. No, that's perfect. Oh my God, that's perfect. Oh, it's so good. I just don't get how, like, it's so good. It's so good, and it's so easy to make, guys. I can make all these recipes in like under 10 minutes, or right around 10 minutes at least. It's just so easy. All right, guys, so this is gonna be the last recipe in today's video. I can keep making these nonstop. I got so many recipes, I can just keep them coming. If you guys wanna see them, make sure to, 1, like the video. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to become a subscriber. Like I said, so happy to be hitting 10K. I'm ready for the next milestone already. And share it with your friends. Go make these for your friends and family just like I have been. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Peace.